Nagito Komaeda is single-handedly the most fundamentally important character to the build-up of Super Danganronpa 2. While I see him being given credit for his involvement in one of the best chapters in the entire franchise, what I see less discussion on is how well he was implemented to boost the intensity of the second game's first chapter, and truly elevated over the first games in every way. Hello, my name is Linus, and in today's video, I'll be presenting you with Starting Off Strong, a video essay on Nagito Komaeda.
I'm the unluckiest guy ever. Well, guess my luck isn't that bad after all.
To start off covering Nagito's role in the first chapter, I'll have to briefly make a citation to his first true introduction to the player, as he's the very first person we see waking up on the beach of Jabwalk Island. He quickly introduces himself as quite the ordinary high school student with a disappointing talent like luck, only making it to Hope's Peak through their annual countrywide lottery, where one lucky ordinary student is selected to attend Hope's Peak. After some more conversation, Hajime concludes that maybe he really is just a chill guy, and they then explore the island while introducing themselves to the rest of the cast. As Chapter 1 progresses, it's decided that a party should be thrown to relax the nerves of everyone currently on the island, with none other than Nagito himself being appointed with the task of cleaning the old school building. Now, what's interesting is the fact that his luck apparently seemed to run out, as he lost the straw pulling contest to decide who gets to clean the old school building. An odd situation for someone who seemed to be ultimately lucky to find themselves in, after all, no? Truly, so I implore you to keep this detail in mind. Nagito does an excellent job at cleaning the old building, and the party is set up. Everything seems to be going well, until the power runs out mysteriously to everyone's confusion and panic. Eventually, however, the power does turn back on, though two of their classmates are missing, those being Byakuya and Peko. Having recalled everywhere the former was not before and after the blackout, the smell of blood fills the air, coming from none other than the farthest right table in their proximity. Hajime walks over to it to reveal its coverings, hesitantly, although, much to his horror, his deepest fear is confirmed and it is revealed that the first victim was none other than their self-proclaimed leader, Byakuya Togami. Investigation ensues shortly after Togami's death, with Nagito helping out quite a lot in it, showing that he is an individual that can surely be trusted. However, as the trial starts and evidence is deduced, it is revealed that maybe he isn't quite the individual he makes himself out to be, as certain critical points of evidence are then starting to point to him. For one, there was a knife hidden at the bottom of one of the tables before the party even started, and no one could have planted it there, except Nagito himself, as anything even resembling a weapon was taken before the party even started. Not only that, however, the closest individual to where the knife was prior to the blackout was Nagito. That's only the beginning, as the person who suggested how the individual who should clean up the old building with straws was none other than Nagito, displaying that his prior show of bad luck was just a methodically thought out setup scheme, where he came off as inconspicuous as possible. After all of this is revealed, and everyone is confrontational to Nagito about how suspicious his actions seem, he snaps. What a truly excellently done scene it is, The way expectations were subverted in the span of a minute about Nagito's personality was masterful, well done. As it stands, up until this point, Nagito quite actually came off as one of the least suspicious people in the game. He was kind, quiet, helpful, sociable, and hardworking. Qualities human beings are naturally biased towards, generally gaining a positive response from others, whether it be through attraction, respect, or camaraderie. Hajime himself expresses it well when he says, "You are so kind, we investigated together. I can't believe you killed Yakuya." Being absolute shock, confusion, and terror in Nagito's 180-degree transformation, a truly unbelievable sight unfolded before them. Though, before moving on to my next point, I'd like to go in depth about this scene more. The English voice acting was great enough, however, what truly elevates this scene was the Japanese voice acting. Megumi Ogata's role voicing Nagito in general is unbelievably godly. What solidifies her as my favorite voice actress ever is this scene and this scene alone. So much delight can be derived from the cathartic laughter alone. The effort in replicating pure lunacy in his voice goes a long way in selling the believability of Nagito's insanity and clarifying the intensity of this scene overall. But it doesn't stop there. The choice OST is great as well. Tropical Despair fits the perfect mold and mood of what the scene is essentially encapsulating. Another aspect that subverts expectation is how Nagito reacted to being accused. By the nature of accusations in Danganronpa, those who are accused start panicking and seem to have nothing to offer as refutation, can always be deduced to be the blackened, as that has been the pattern in previous games. This time, however, Nagito completely flips the script in more ways than one. The trope is followed to a certain degree, and then dropped completely. But not only does he not seem to be concerned about the accusations all of a sudden, but then as to mock everyone else, he admits to it all being his doing while having the time of his life doing so. He relishes in the chaos while joyfully keen-eared on hearing from Hajime and the others how he spun the entire situation to his will. Everything from setting up the letter that prompted the party in the first place, in turn manipulating Byakuya's reasoning and sense of logical intuition, and then managing to make the tides of luck itself bend to his reason, which paid off as he accomplished his goal by having himself be the precise individual who makes the arrangements for the party. Even as the party itself started, he was in the background inconspicuously setting tasks for others who might get in his way, like Peko, by using sound reason for them to do what he asks, basing his actions on one sick, twisted, and delusional ideology, that being for the greater good of hope, as his sense of inferiority mentally handicaps him from thinking he can accomplish anything great. He uses others' weaknesses to grasp a little closer at his dream of true and absolute hope. Because after all, I believe my actions will be the foundation of this world's hope. And if that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me. Please call me the ultimate hope. Alright, so everyone, before I officially end the video, I'd like to offer some post-analysis commentary. First of all, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I put quite a lot of effort into actually, legitimately editing them, getting the clips, voicing them over. Voicing them over was like the hardest part for me, because I'm not a natural born speaker like that, I feel me. So it took quite a bit of re-recording, a bit of effort, a bit of I wanted it to sound at the very least decently professional, so I had to re-record a few things, mix and master it. It took quite a lot of effort to get that shit down, but I did it anyway since I'm really passionate about this project, or this channel and these projects in specific. But as for the next video, I'm not sure. Maybe another analysis video, maybe like a different commentary type video if you guys want to see that. anything like that, you know. Anyway though, like, subscribe, and remember, everything's always chill over here with Linus. Have an excellent day.
Come and catch me, sending blessings. We gon' make it space, please. Got a bitch on racing, yeah. Facing, yeah. They tryna chase me, yeah. I in a plane, B. Why shit like this?